Welcome back, everybody, to the 9th EBERSPÄCHER FIL Luge World Cup. The World Cup finals and the final event of this incredible weekend of racing we've had here in YANQING, China, the site of the Beijing 2022 Olympic Winter Games. We've just seen Max Langenhan crowned as overall World Cup champion in the men's singles. But now we have arguably the most exciting event in all sliding sports, the EBERSPÄCHER Team Relay presented by BMW, where it is all to play for between Germany and Austria, where they're separated by just 10 points. And then third place, also incredibly tight, where the bronze crystal globe could realistically go to Latvia, Ukraine, Italy, or the United States. So once again, welcome one and all. My name's Mark Hatton. And for the expert analysis today, I'm joined by an Olympian from right here in Beijing 3 years ago, and an athlete who last night in the women's singles took home a silver medal. Welcome, Switzerland's Nathalie Marg.
Thanks for having me, and we have an interesting race today.
Team relay is just awesome. I mean, there's a great graphic of the track here. What did you think when you first saw this? Because it's incredible.
I did the homologation here, and it was like just strange because the curves are so different and you don't have anywhere in the world, and it was like, oh, how can we drive this track? And our luck was that the Chinese already had some runs, and we saw that they did some good runs, and it was like, okay, cool, we can do this too.
Yeah, it takes a lot of learning this track, as we found out this week. The ice, -8.7. That is significantly hard ice.
Yeah, but I guess we had the training week, and all training, it was like hard ice, so we had the same conditions than in training, so it's not that different. It could be different because of the sled setup, because you go more, yeah, you want to race fast, so you go more to the limit.
For sure. And I'm fascinated. I think this is a fascinating venue for the team relay, because as we've seen in the ladies and the doubles, those two curves from women's start are gnarly. Like, the athletes are struggling so much with those top three curves. And if the men haven't gone from there this week, that's going to present a real challenge.
Yeah, the first two curves are really tough because I am here for the fourth time, and I have for all 4 times different ways to drive these two curves.
Yeah.
So as a lady, I can't say how to drive it because it's every time different. I think the men will speak to the women's and to the doubles how to drive it, and we will see what happens. But it could be where the race is different.
Yes, I mean, and it's an incredibly tight field. I mean, Germany and Austria just separated by 10 points. So it's literally winner takes all for those two.
It will be interesting because I'm within the Team Germany. I cross the finger from them. So
this is another perfect example of this amazing program that the FIL have set up, which is a pattern shift program, where big nations take smaller nations like Switzerland, you know, under their wing and help them out.
Yeah, without them, I wouldn't be there and get some medals. So, yeah.
So there's our start list. China back in for the first time this season. Romania, United States, Italy, Ukraine, Latvia, Austria, and Germany, who are going for their 51st win. The most wins from any nation in the team relay, and that is what they're all racing for. The Joska Crystal Globe. So today we are going to be racing the EBERSPÄCHER Team Relay World Cup, presented by BMW. And as we say, we've got China back in it for the first time, and these are the athletes that are going to start us off at from the ladies' start on this incredibly challenging Beijing track. Now, you probably watched some of the training runs on the first day, as well as taking part yourself. It was wild out there.
I didn't watch it. Because
probably a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea to don't watch it, because I don't like to watch in track in China or Sochi. The first training is horrible. So you're getting nervous, more nervous when you see the other sliders, so I don't like to watch it, and I just go out and feel. I'm super excited for the Chinese team relay. They did a great job.
Isn't it wonderful?
I guess she had yesterday her best finish in the World Cup. The double had a 7th place finish today. So it's super cool to see them and have such a good result here.
When you think they've come out of nowhere, you know, the track was built and they looked for good athletes in other sports. And they built this fantastic team. As Huilan Hu gets us going at the top of the track in this EBERSPÄCHER team relay presented by BMW. Team China back in the racing. Little tap of the feet.
Already skid there, so we will see. It's super hard to get out there, and out of 3 wasn't also.
Yeah, just getting picked up on the exit of 3.
This time it's really hard to get earlier to 4, but you want to get too early to get to 4. That was also
much smoother now.
Yeah, but it was also late.
That's that big compression out of 6 going uphill.
But the position is so good from her on the sled. She looks relaxed, and yeah, I think she has many runs here.
You can tell, can't you? It's that confidence in the curves, confidence to stretch out, be aerodynamic, take a few risks. But she rounds corner 12 into 13. Let's see how our first shot of the Dragon's Tail is. Little skid going in, big hit, big hit.
And a crash, oh.
Face shields come off in the track and crosses the finish line. And it opens the gate at the top, but there's a face shield in the track. So hopefully someone can find that around corner 13. This is Sakei Jabai and Xiao Hu.
I hope they get it out. I'm so sorry for her because they could do a good result today, but with the crash there.
And again, we were talking all week about this. The mistake wasn't huge. It was just a little tap on the left wall, and then everything just goes like a washing machine.
Yeah, you have no chance. You just want to stay on the sled there because you don't know what the sled is doing there. Because of the compression, it's different. Yeah, it's hard to do a good reaction there.
Let's hope Huilan Hu is okay. That was a very hard hit going into the finish curve. But the doubles team looking very clean here.
That was a clean exit of 14.
Looks like they got that face shield out of the track as they cross the finish line. Now they've got to hit that pad, and they do, and they release Bao Zhenyu.
Now we will see how the first man. Oh, big skid there. Oh, that was a rough one.
Really was. He actually handled it surprisingly well with what happened, but the skidding's not over, Natalie. I mean, I feel on this very hard ice, once you lose the sled, it's really tough to get it back.
Yeah, it's hard. The curves are so open, so the skid can go on and on and on, and you have no chance to get back on the line.
We saw Wolfie Kendall in the men's singles come out of 6 and going towards the right wall, and then you see the difference between the very, very elite and that beautiful, perfect, soft touch they have. And it's a tough thing to find on a track like this, where there's no pressure in some of these curves.
Yeah, he did such a great job there to save it, and also big skid there. Oh.
So Team China still in the running though. Is he going to get the pad? Yes, he does. Opens it up for Gula Janati and Zhao.
And I think they will do a new. Oh, another. Oh, they saved it good. Yeah. Yeah, I think they get a new track record because the team relay has a new start for the women's at the start. Yeah, so they get a track record, but I think they will beat by another team. Really
true, but for at least 1 or 2 runs, they will be the track record holders on their home track. So that will be a statistic that they'll take into next season with them, I'm sure, as they go into this massive 370-degree, 277-meter Kreisel. That's an interesting curve, huh? I mean, it's not... Okay, interesting is the wrong word. That's a huge monster of curve.
It is, but you don't have to do that much in this curve.
Yeah.
It's pretty to get a little bit a break off the track and just relax a little bit.
So China crossing the finish line.
And back
Did they get the pad?
I'm not sure if they...
Well, they stopped the clock.
Yeah, they stopped the clock, so we didn't saw it. Yeah, a fun fact about the Kreisel is here, you see the time. There's a tourist start in the end of the curve, and you have here the new timing with a green or red. If you're green, you're in the green, and a red you are behind, and you see it if it's green or red.
Let's come back to that in just one sec. This is Huilan Hu's crash. And we didn't quite see the end of it, but she hit hard. But they're made of stern stuff, these luges, as we always say. So great racing there from China, finishing the team relay. You were saying that when you won the silver medal, you looked at whether you were in the green or the red going through Kreisel.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, so Team Romania, this is Corina Buzătoae, who held the start record here for most of the women's race. All of the first run, just lost it in the second run. But Corina Buzătoae put together a decent run here then.
Yeah, it looks really good, and yeah, super impressive to get the start record.
And she got that in Nations Cup as well.
Yeah, and I think she did a new one in the first run, right?
Yes, they're on form, the Romanians. Great sliding from Corina Buzătoae, who also had I think a 12th place finish, I want to say, in the women's race.
Yeah, also a good job from her. And it looks really nice.
Really smooth. Through 13. A little early out, but beautiful.
Perfect. Perfect. That's how you want to go that.
Dragon's Tail just done perfectly well there. She sits up, opens up the gate, and this is a late replacement. This is Juda Handrik and Sebastian Motzka.
I guess they had some trouble to get into the sled.
Looks like it.
They had also a rough run today, or 2 rough runs, so hope that they have now 1 clean run to go away from this track.
Exactly, and I think they were only had a few training runs because of the sickness that went through the camp. Handrik Motzka ping-ponging down the straightaway from 6 to 9, getting the sled back under control.
And they will cost a lot of time because there's an uphill section, and also going late to Kreisel, also uphill section. Yeah.
This is where, if it was a standalone doubles run, they would be thinking all is lost. But being the team relay, if you cross that finish line, you open up the gate, you are still in the game.
And you see they already lost 3 seconds, and they are in the red now.
Feet down, through the Dragon's Tail, yep, losing time as they go, needing to get that touchpad as quick as they can, as they open up the gate for Valentin Cretu.
Yeah, that was a rough run. Valentin did a great job there out of 2.
Really did. Yeah, little roll with the shoulders on the exit and stabilizing the sled. Very nice. From the very experienced, you won't mind me saying that, Valentin Cretu. Low round point.
It was 4.
4, I mean, sorry.
It was, yeah. And that was also too early.
Cretu here looking very, very stable going into the Kreisel. And this is where, that's the clock you were talking about that we just saw, where you can see if you're in the red or the green.
So you're even more motivated. If it's red, you want to go more and get faster, and he's already getting some time.
Big hit, but manages to keep it going. That's great from Valentin Cretu, hitting on the exit of 13. Gets a hand out of the sled, opens it up for Stramatearu Manolescu. Lucas Stramatearu had a great race back in Pyeongchang during the Olympics in 2018 in the singles, finishing well inside the top 10 in 8th position. And now, having switched fully to doubles. It's an experienced sport, isn't it?
It is. It's just the oldest on tour, I guess, or is it Josephina's? I'm not sure. But from the women's, she's the oldest one, and yeah.
And to stay at the top, in the top flight, you know, for that long is just so impressive from both of these athletes. Incredibly motivation as they go round the Kreisel, taking a nice line through there.
Having a good line there.
So 13. What's your ideal exit to 13? More middle-ish exit, or is that early exit okay?
I prefer the middle one. Too early is not good, and too late is not good.
Crossing the finish line, dropping one back into second place, Romania. That means China move up a spot. Yeah, that was tough from Romania there. Some big mistakes in the
Yeah.
top, really costing them there in the doubles.
I think the double lost so much time there. Yeah, but it's good for the Chinese. It's the home track for them, so yeah. Cool to stay a little bit more in the cold leaders box.
Yeah, exactly. And it is very cold out there, -5. Stramatoraru Manolescu. So we go back to the women's start, and this is Ashley Farquharson of Team USA. Now, Team USA, one of those teams that is in contention for a bronze crystal globe. It's an outside shot. They're currently sitting in 6th, but the points are so tight.
There was also a bit of skating out of 2, and the 3 or 4 wasn't that good. She had a good run yesterday, the first run, and in the second, she said that she hit the wall before 13. Yeah.
Through that compression safely from 6 through to 9.
Nice lines there, nice position.
It's interesting, this run, I haven't seen many people have a problem with curve 10. And I feel in the singles events, we saw so many people bumping early to curve 10.
Yeah, because 9 is a curve that gets so much pressure in the end, and sometimes when you steer, skip there, and when you steer out too early, you get so much pressure you can't get out.
Opening up the gates for Di Gregorio and Hollander. Team USA putting one down in the first run. Ashley Farquharson, a few mistakes, but putting down a solid marker to start their attempt at a medal in this EBERSPÄCHER Team Relay World Cup presented by BMW.
These two had also a good race today, 6th place. I'm not sure if it's the best result this season. They had a really tough season, and I think they are happy with such a good result to end the season.
I think so, yeah. I was chatting with them in the restaurant the other day, and they said it's been a bit of an up and down season for them. Some real flashes of brilliance, but some down stuff. But they're looking good here now.
It looks really nice. Also, just good lines.
Staying cool. Zach Di Gregorio on top. Sean Hollander on the bottom of the sled. Curve 13, just dropping the feet briefly, but that's not a bad Dragon's Tail at all. Team USA are looking in good shape here coming up the outrun. As Tucker West leaves the handles. Tucker West, one of the biggest starters in the world. Let's see how he handles this, and he does it very, very nicely.
Yeah, and I hope also for him that he has a good run now, because he had a crash today in the men's singles race, and yeah.
So Tucker West with something to prove here. Beautiful position on the sled, very strong athlete, hard worker in some, a little problem out of 6, but manages to make the best out of that. To be honest, it's going towards that wall and not skidding out. That was a real success for Tucker West, and hopefully didn't lose too much time.
Yeah, we will see what happens. Because it was the uphill section, so it's so hard how much time they lose there.
Yes, absolutely. It just
6 seconds
away.
It's insane. That was a good one.
There we go. Tucker West doing what he wished he had done in the singles, but shows what a class act he is as they open the gate for the final pairing in this team relay team from USA. This is Siobhan Forgan and Sophia Kirkwood.
They get the 3rd place overall. They had such a good season too, with a win in Lillehammer to start the season.
They really did, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Sophia getting caught by this horrible illness through the athletes, and coming back from that. So they actually missed a few training runs.
Yeah. So it's even more impressive what they are doing here, because it looks so nice this run. A little late in Kreisel, but still in the right direction.
What do you think about that middle entrance to 10? Does it tend to send you late to Kreisel as well?
I prefer the middle entrance to 10, because when you're too early, you gain more pressure in the end and you get late to a Kreisel.
Beautiful Dragon's Tail from Forgan Kirkby. This, gotta keep it going up the straightaway. 8 seconds in the lead. Team USA, they've thrown down a marker. Team USA meaning business in this team relay with a combined time of 4:13.535. a little wobble up the straightaway after the finish curve, but honestly, a fantastic run from Forgan Kirkby, especially out of 13.
From everyone. Everyone does a good job. I think that could be a medal position. We will see, because everyone had a really good, so we'll see. Just a little skid of 13 from Ashley, and Tucker did the feet down a little. No, the double did the feet down.
Yeah.
But that could be a medal position.
I think so. They definitely put pressure on the other teams to go. 5 more teams to go. This is Team Italy, and this is Verena Hofer.
See, she is such a great starter. Such impressive what she does on the start, and I think Winterberg, she had such a massive start, and the fastest start time, very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely, and she looked so good on the ramp here during the women's race as well. So well in the green, Verena Hofer, but now into the red, but only by 11 thousandths of a second.
Yeah, normally Ashley is faster than Verena, so she will lose a little bit time, but then double should be faster because they get forward today.
Yes, that's true. Okay, and very unlucky not to get third.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for them. Yeah, because they had such a good run, but Tony threw it down in the second run.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a nice exit.
That was the Dragon's Tail done very nicely by Verena Hofer. A little bit to the left, hits the pad and releases Rita Keinswalder. Rita Keinswalder, as Natalie was saying, had a great first run in the men's doubles. Very close to that right ball.
But 5/10, it's a little bit too much to get it back into the green for them. We will see what they can do.
Coming up to the 127 split, this is where we're going to see. And still at 5/10, so a lot to do for Team Italy.
Nice exit there, going nice to 9. That was really how you want to drive 10 to Kreisel.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. Early, but not too early.
Yeah.
On straightaway into 12. Now let's see how we go into 13. They went very early in the race, but they got away with it nicely there. As they round 13, Dragon's Tail. Just a little correction, but a great driving there from the top man as they cross the finish line. Now they have to hit the pad, and they do, opening up the gates for Dominic Fischnaller.
I'm a little bit surprised that it didn't gain some time.
Me too, because it
was a good run, but the second John had also a good run, so they would be faster before in the doubles race.
Yeah. Fischnaller keeping his cool there, just bumping on a little early, a few curves back.
That looks so good. But losing already some time. Tucker is such a good reaction starter, so maybe Dominic can change the time again.
Dominic Fischnaller having to find something through the bottom of the track. Carrying good speed into Kreisel, but still in the red behind USA, showing what a run that was that the USA put down. And still only half a second back, so it's
yeah. It looks so good. I can't say anything, it's just looking good. Ooh, 3/10. Wow.
This is turning into a race now as Dominic Fischnaller nonchalantly reaches up and hits the pad.
Oh!
Little skid from Andrea Vutter and Marion Oberhofer though.
I was so sorry for her because yesterday she hit the wall so hard out of 2, and before her second run we talked about how to drive free, and she didn't get too free. But that looks so good. And I cross my finger for these two girls that they have a good run now.
Up the hill and through. Another good entrance to Kreisel. Italy doing all they can to stay in touch with the US.
Big hit there.
Big hit coming into 12.
Back to 5/10. That's too much.
Italy likely to be in second place after this. USA will hold on to the top spot. Crossing the finish line into second place by a second. goes Team Italy, which means United States stay on the top spot.
And I think they are in the front in the overall. United will be before the Italy because they were just 10 points away.
Yeah,
right?
It's looking like the USA will leapfrog Italy, at least up to 5th place overall, but maybe more. We will have to wait and see. And we won't have to wait long because one of the teams ahead of USA, currently sitting 4th in the world standings, is Team Ukraine. Juliana Tunitska, previously World Junior Champion.
She's also such a good starter, always fast in the upper part on the track.
Good reaction time from Tunitska.
Good job there.
One of the best we've seen, I think.
Yeah. No skidding, just in a straight way.
Tunitska looking smooth, calm and collected through these top curves. Into 6. Let's see how that big compression works for Tunitska. Handles it perfectly. Still in the red by the US.
Still looking good. Good lines there.
This is a fantastic.
Yeah, very good. I don't know what she does yesterday, because when you're racing on your own, you don't know what happens in the other runs.
Lots of cross into curve 13, didn't seem to bother her. Dragon's tail done very nicely by Tunitska. She's put Ukraine in a good spot here as she goes past and opens the gate for Hoy and Ketchma. That was a solid start to put down from Tunitska. Little skid in between the curves, but they get away with it.
Just overcorrection. It was just overcorrection. Just let go. I think that's the key for this track. If you do less, it's better than you do more.
Yes. Yeah, because we've seen how those tiny mistakes are to big mistakes, I think.
Because you overreact.
Yes. Up the hill into curve 9. We catch my little skid into.
That will cost a lot of time.
As we found out this week, luge fans, any mistake before Kreisel just multiplies afterwards.
Yeah, it's like my first World Cup race, I had also some trouble there. Oh, so skid there. And then you can say, okay, I'm gone. Time is gone. No
Down
chance.
through the Dragon's Tail, bit of a skid there as well, feet down. Very close to the short wall, inside of the short wall, there's across the line, and we lose Anton Dukash. Anton.
He had also a good season.
Yeah.
I think he's the most of the time in his seeded group, or yeah, I guess for the last 2-3 races he was in the seeded group, so pretty good.
Smooth on the sled, strong starter, really another one of these athletes that's coming to us here just in time for the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, hitting the wall there. So I think they are now trying to beat the time from the Chinese team.
Yes, definitely. It's slipping away here for Ukraine. Looks like with almost certainty that the United States are going to pick up another spot. Mike, it just shows you what a great consistent 4 runs the United States put down. Round 13. Dragon's Tail done well. 121 kilometers now. One more sled to go across the finish line and opening the gates for Alina Stetskiv and Alexandra Mo.
And as I said, I guess the United States are going for a medal.
You did. Yep. They'll be very close after this.
At least the 4th place.
Yep, that will be the least the USA will come away with after this Ukrainian run. Ukraine looking to salvage something.
A bit too early on 6, then it's hard to get out. But she did a great job there.
Ukraine fighting to the very end here.
Oh, the same mistake than the men's double.
That curve 10 is so unkind, isn't it? It just costs so much.
Yeah, and it's like when you're going out of 9, it's like the left wall is always so close. 7/10. They have, yeah, I think they could beat the Chinese team.
So 121 kilometers an hour. Dragon's Tail done well through the finish. Now they've got to hit that pad to close the climbing into 5th place. For Ukraine. That means United States of America still in the top spot. Ukraine dropping behind the Chinese team.
And the team of the United States already got some clothes because it's so cold. The wind is going through, and
yeah, we can see them from our commentary box, and we can see them shivering down there.
Yeah, it was just crazy how cold it is here.
Slava Ukraini!
So tough day for Ukraine. There's some flashes of wonderful sliding. Tunitska set them off so well. But here are Team Latvia with Kendia Apiod on the start.
Kenya did a great job yesterday. I was beating against her for the medals yesterday. Oh, rough start there. Oh, she had it also in the training week. She did on the story on Instagram, and it was like rodeo, and this was like rodeo too. I'm so sorry for her.
Yeah, that's a tough start for Team Latvia. Team Latvia, another one of the teams that are fighting for this 3rd place. Place 1 and 2 sewn up between either Germany or Austria. The 3rd place open, well, really a straight shootout between United States and Latvia now.
I think Kenya had also a rough season, but now in Pyeongchang she was 4th, and yesterday she was also 4th. So I think for her the season could be a little bit longer.
Round 13 into the Dragon's Tail, dropping the feet.
Nice entry.
And here go one of the form doubles team of the year, Martins Botts and Roberts Plume. These guys have had such a good season.
Yeah, they have. I don't know if it was the first time they get a crystal globe, or did they earn also last season one? I'm not sure, but they had a really good season. Yeah.
That's an excellent question. One, if you want to answer us in the chat to see if they've had more than one crystal globe, the chat on YouTube is open. Latvia putting up a challenge for USA,
but they managed it good.
Mistakes before Kreisel costing Latvia a lot of time. Let's see how we are at this 154 split. Maybe a 154 split for Latvia. 154.188, half a second behind the United States. So all to play for here. It's a large chunk of change, but they're keeping within touching distance, crossing the finish line and releasing Krista's Apayots.
And if anybody can do it, Krista's can.
Yeah, exactly. That is such a great slider, incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Looking smooth through these top curves. Krista's Apayots are keeping the form.
Was a little bit early out of her, but did a great job again.
Cutting down that deficit, 3/10 from 5/10.
Yeah.
This could be incredibly close. It looks like if it stays like this, Latvia will do enough to hold on to that bronze crystal globe. But they've got to beat the United States.
Green again. That's what I said. If anybody can do it, Krista's can. And
2/10 ahead. Into the Dragon's Tail, driven beautifully by Krista's Apayots. Looks like we're going to have a new lead, 126 kilometers an hour. Opens the gate for Upite Kaluma with a half-second lead.
Crazy. He gets 8/10 out.
That was one of the runs of the day from Krista's Apayots.
That was too early on 4. That will cost also some time because they're so flat, the upper part. You want to get the speed with you.
Upite Kaluma have lost 2/10 already. So this needs to be faultless if they don't want to lose any more time. Ten to Kreisel, smooth. That may stop the bleeding slightly. Still in the green on Natalie's clock on the inside of Kreisel.
Yeah, we will see, because for Kirby had some problems out of 16, so maybe they can do it with a good exit there.
Exit, need to keep it stable here into the finish curve, skidding up and down through the finish curve and
will be
across the finish
close.
line. This is going to be into second place. Latvia. United States guarantees themselves a bronze medal. And with that, unofficially, Latvia will also take third place overall in the standings.
That was such a hard hit there. And I guess they get, yeah, they hit the wall there where the bobs get out. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, that was a huge hit there for Upite Kaluma. Little mistakes again, becoming big, big consequences. United States 1, Latvia 2, Italy 3, and China in 4th.
Now we will see what the Austrian does.
Lisa Schulte, fresh from the commentary box here, now on the start in the team relay to get Austria going. Good reaction time from Lisa Schulte.
What a nice exit there.
That was very classy, wasn't it?
I cross my finger for her, because she had such a good training here, a good training week, and I think she had yesterday really rough day at the track, so yeah.
No, yesterday she was a contender, one of the contenders to take the overall title.
Yeah, but it's her first Crystal Globe, and I was so excited for her. And last week she got her first World Cup win. It was just insane, and she had such a good season, and it was like, yeah.
And we talk about athletes hitting the form at the right time in the 4 years for the Olympics. When you're starting to win World Cups the year before the Games, it looks like you're hitting the form at just
What a
right time.
nice exit there. Yeah, she was last year almost 4th and 5th every time, and now she gets to the podium again.
And opens the gate for Thomas Stoy and Wolfgang Kindl.
They had also a rough week. I think they are happy when they can go away. Yeah.
Wolfgang Kindl having a wonderful week last week in Pyeongchang, leaving Pyeongchang with 3 gold medals. 1 in the doubles, 1 in the singles, and 1 in the mixed.
He was a little bit early. Oh, hitting the wall there.
Exactly what they did in the doubles race earlier today.
That was also close to the wall.
It's going to be telling this 153 split. USA guaranteed a bronze medal.
Oh, in the green again.
This is tight.
Tight racing. They have to get a clean exit of 30.
400ths of a second in it at this point.
Nice exit there. So to have a nice exit. Oh, hit the
Big hit, losing speed going up, but they've got a 10th. Jonas Mueller comes out through the gate. Manages to get in his sled.
nice too. That's what you want to drive there. So I think now the time is getting more in the green and in the green.
Relaxed.
But it was a big skid out of 5.
Still looking comfortable, still well in the green for Austria, but it's going to be close with the USA. We'll see at the 256 split. Rounding Kreisel, still in the green on that clock.
Still looking good. 410s already.
This is a sizable cushion that Jonas Mueller's creating, but skidding down the Dragon's Tail into the finish curve. Let's hope his exit's good. It is. 7/10 of a second for Egil Kipp to play with.
Yeah, and they're just insane. I love to watch them because Selena and Lara look so good on the sled, so comfortable, so relaxed, and just thrown down every week again. And they had a crazy season, so good. And yesterday, it was just beautiful to
The
watch.
second, it looked like a second.
Yeah.
That's what Leon and I were in the commentary booth, and it was just incredible. It just looked faultless on that second run. having had a few mistakes on the first one.
They would get today in the men's race with the time 7th place.
That's just
In the men's race.
incredible stat.
And it looks so good too. Yeah, her position from Selena is just so beautiful. I love to watch them.
1.1 seconds
Also so nice.
in the lead. Yes, absolutely. As they go round the finish curve.
Yeah.
Beautiful exit from finish curve.
Great.
Bravo.
Wow.
Wow, Team
Wow.
Austria throwing down a marker. This is where the real battle is. It's between Austria and Germany. Whoever wins, wins the overall as well, because there's only 10 points in it. And Team Austria really putting down a marker.
Yeah. They had also some few mistakes from Thomas and Wolfie. Also Jonas had a skid out 13. Yeah. It will be an interesting fight.
So, pressure put on Germany. And this is Merle Frebel.
And she's so good on the reaction. That's what she can do. And throw it all away.
Strong athlete as well, isn't she?
Yeah. I hope for her she has now 2 runs. Oh, that was late into 1. But yeah, she can do it.
Exit from curve B into curve 3. Much, much better. Germany in the green coming up to the 24 split.
So then we will see. She had this week a little bit problems out 9 to 10. And yesterday out of 13, but
Germany with a
looking
quarter of a second.
late to 10. But they did good. Did a great save there.
Coming up to that 50 split. Merle Frebel. Few mistakes in the top, but she had a decent cushion going in there. She's got a 1/10 of a second.
Let's go out. Why don't we see it? Good. That looks good.
Crossing the finish line and opening the gate at the top. 7/1000ths of a second in it. But if you've only got 7/1000ths of a second, there's no one else you would want to release through those start gates other than the Tobys.
Yeah, it's just crazy what the boys do. And they are just always doing so much jokes and smiling all the way. And you see they love what they do. And I think, yeah.
At that time, gone from 7/1000ths of a second to close to 3.5 tenths.
Our
you're
overall world champ, overall Crystal Globe winner
Yes.
this season.
Hopefully, may have to have some excess baggage because it looks like at this rate they could be taking home a second gold Crystal Globe.
Looks good. Just a nice run from them. Already 4/10s.
Correction in the middle of 13. 123 kilometers an hour. Rounding finish curve close to the left wall. Sit up, open the gate. Max Langenhan bursts through those gates.
Oh, what does he? Oh, always on the start. He can't grab his.
So close to not getting a hand in the sled there.
Oh, skid there too. I'm so sorry, but.
Max Langenhan off the back of being overall Crystal Globe winner just less than an hour ago is now on track, trying to make it a double.
That looks good again.
Still in the green, Max Langenhan stretching out. Look at that position on the sled.
It's so nice, always how he pushes his head back and getting in the position.
And always looks so stable.
Yeah.
So rounds 12.
That looks good too, 6/10s. That's good.
Dragon's Tail, Max
Wow.
Langenhan doing it
Beautiful.
as he knows how, as he did in the men's singles. Crossing the finish line, opens the gate.
Now let's go, girls. They had a rough week this week. It was like, oh.
He was really close. Was he really close to missing the touchpad there?
No.
It didn't look like a good connection.
I think he sit a little bit up early, but we will see. I'm now with the girls. I'm so sorry, but in Whistler we had houses, and I was with Viggy and Rosie in one.
Okay.
And yeah. So I'm with these 2 girls. and hope they have a good run. But it looks so good. They had yesterday problems out of Kreisel, so I hope they can manage it today.
Very early to Kreisel there, but it didn't affect them.
Not again! Not again!
Carrying the speed through 12 though, might not have affected them too much. They've
But
got
it's better than yesterday. You see how they go out? Oh, good.
0.4 of a second to play with at the last split. It's all down to this final curve. As they come around the curve, are Germany going to get there in the red? Crossing the finish line to second. Austria are the overall champions. Germany dropping into second place. Austria win the race today, the Team Relay World Cup, and also win the overall Crystal Globe.
That costs so much time when you're hitting the out of Kreisel through 12. You don't get the speed there. Oh, that was a hard one. Oh, I'm so sorry for them.
But such huge congratulations to Austria. I mean, what a run they put down.
Really good, and also from the United States. They did such a good job, all 4 of them.
And again, just these mistakes adding up down the track. Lisa Schulte.
Yeah, they can be happy because that was a really good job they did, and also for Lisa, that was a good run.
Hard lines there for Team Germany. It was so close for so long, and they were in the lead for so long. Very, very tough racing. But that is the team relay. If it's the first time you've watched it, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last time you watch a team relay. Team Austria winning the overall and also winning the EBERSPÄCHER Luge World Cup here in Yanqing, China. Germany in second and United States in third. Team Latvia, Italy, China, Romania and Ukraine. China in sixth, great result for them. Latvia just outside the medals.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, that's what we expected from the race today. It was very interesting and, yeah, cool to watch it.
It never fails to disappoint.
Yeah.
Team relay.
Team relay is so cool to watch, and I think the most exciting event of the Luge World Cup.
Great sportsmanship shown throughout the teams. It's been a long season. Great to see Team USA on the podium in bronze medal.
And they are also third in the overall standing, right? The United States, no?
I don't think so. We're just waiting for confirmation on that. But
Maybe.
I think
no, it's
Latvia will have kept it.
Yeah, we will see in a few moments.
The day belongs to Austria in this team relay. Really putting down 4 consistent runs. No runs without mistakes from any of the teams.
Yeah.
Which shows what a tough track it is to race team relay on. As Dwight Bell, Secretary General of the FIL, hands out the prizes to the athletes. Some of these athletes building a collection of stuffed pandas now. Team Germany so close for so long.
Yeah.
Feel so sorry for them because they really did all the hard work. But it's as we say, for a World Cup final, this track is so unique because it's not down to all-out speed, it's down to consistency.
So different than to every track in the world, and yeah, as I said, I'm the 4th time here and it's always different, and I have now 4 how to drive the track, so I can say it's good to have more runs because yeah, every time it's different.
Absolutely. And it's interesting that many of these athletes got very few runs because they were homesick. Some of these athletes got maybe 3 or 4 training runs.
Yeah. It was a crazy week for all of us. We are tired. We want to go home.
It's a long
And then the
season.
illness this week, it was like everyone was scared to get it because it was horrible when you heard it from someone and you want to just, I want to stay healthy again.
Absolutely, yeah. Relate to that. Team Austria on the top step of the podium. the EBERSPÄCHER Team Relay World Cup, presented by BMW. The champions are Team Austria.
And they did a great job.
And in the overall, as we suspected, Latvia doing enough to hold on to overall bronze. Austria taking the gold crystal globe. Germany coming close, but just coming up short. And Latvia taking the bronze crystal globe.
Just 5 points away.
And so close when you look at 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. And it's also for the Ukrainian team, I think, a really good season for the team relay with a World Cup podium in Sigulda. Yeah, cool for them.
We should be coming up with the overall World Cup winners presentation in just a few seconds. The Crystal Globes are going to be presented by Ines Vergelis, the president of the International Luge Federation, presenting the bronze Crystal Globe to Team Latvia. And the silver Crystal Globe goes to Team Germany. The winners and the champions in this EBERSPÄCHER Team Relay World Cup, presented by BMW, our Team Austria. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, it was interesting till the last second of this race.
I feel when the team relay is at the Olympics, I feel it must give us a whole new generation of luge runners. Because people watch it and they think, this is non-stop action.
Yeah, a story from Switzerland. They just show luge in the TV when it's the Olympics. And in Sochi, the first time it was in the Olympics, the team relay, they showed the whole competition and no Swiss team was on the start. Until then, in every Olympics, they send it on the Swiss TV because it's just an interesting race and the people love to watch it.
Absolutely. It's, I think, the finest of the races that we do here in Luge. And we should be moving on to some interviews with the winners very shortly. A beautiful shot of the track there. Just the Chinese organizers have just put on such an incredible show this week. And it's been so good for the athletes to experience some of China when during the Olympics. They basically saw the athletes' village and the track. But let's take a look at Team Austria and this fantastic team relay performance.
It was such a great run from Lisa. It looks so comfortable out of 13 and yeah, throwing it down.
So relaxed, Lisa Schulte. Big aggressive start. You see Thomas Stoy and Wolfgang Kindl stretching out through the Dragon's Tail. And Jonas Mueller, I mean, what a season he's had.
What a season, yeah.
He can go home for a well-earned rest.
Yeah, had a skid there, but just lay back and relax and let the sled flow. And these two girls, just, yeah.
The best team in women's doubles right now, Selina Egler and Lara Kitt. Just an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it is.
Triumphant smack of the paddle as they go across the finish line.
Guys, congratulations on winning the overall World Cup in the team relay. How was your season? How do you feel now?
Thank you. I think we had great team relays overall. Today I'm really happy with our performance, especially the girls did a really good job in doubles, our only constant in team, I would say. And we're just really happy that the season is over now as well. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next season. Ciao, ciao.
So hearing from the winning team, Lisa Schulte, the spokesperson for Team Austria, and going home with a gold crystal globe as champions of the EBERSPÄCHER Team Relay World Cup. This has been a World Cup final to remember. We've seen action, we've seen drama, and we've seen incredible victories and incredible performances from every single athlete. The Chinese organizers have put on an incredible event, and it has been an incredible wrap-up to the season. I've been so lucky to have wonderful co-commentators. My name's Mark Hatton, and with me today is Natalie Marg of Team Switzerland, who also leaves with a silver medal in her suitcase back to Switzerland. Natalie, thank you so much for joining us to call this race.
Thanks for having me, and see you next season.